suffer from dehydration. And the line is featuring the Moisturizing Hyalu Plump 4 ingredient.
And I'm Amalia Ramirez, and I'll be talking to you a little bit today about the ingredients with the facial, and also we're going to be talking about retail business during COVID and how to keep your skincare business running in light of the new restrictions and social distancing. Obviously, it's difficult for anyone to be able to do a facial when you're supposed to be keeping socially distant, so we're going to be talking about some ideas that we have for keeping your business running, even though you can't be doing treatments on individuals. How can you still keep that business going? So that will be at the end of the presentation. Okay, so yeah, I see we have quite a few people here, so we're going to get started.
So the new moisturizing,
sorry, one moment. Just a second, gotta get the screen going.
So the Diego de la Palma professional skincare line is always on the forefront of what is the latest and the newest in active ingredients and special treatment methods for the estheticians. We're very happy to announce that the moisturizing segment has been revamped to include a brand new active ingredient. So let's get started. First question, the first thing we want to talk about is, what is a dehydrated skin? What happens to the skin when it is dehydrated? Well, we all have felt this because we live in Canada, and dehydration and dryness is a main concern, mostly because we have our heat on for so many months of the year. So what happens? You have flaking, cracking, dryness, redness, fragile skin. The skin becomes more sensitive because that precious microbiome and pH of the skin is lacking, and therefore making the skin more sensitive to the environment. The skin feels tight, and of course all that then leads to premature aging. What does the optimal level of hydration depend on? So how do we know we have good hydration, and what does that depend on? Well, the first thing is to talk about is on the surface. So on the surface of your skin, we have a hydrolipidic film. The word hydro means water, lipidic means oil, and this is a film based on oil and water. These are ingredients that are naturally found in your skin, that are produced by our skin, and they make their way up to the surface of the skin, and they function as a barrier against the environment. When these are altered, when we no longer have sufficient water or oils produced, we have what's called transepidermal water loss. In other words, the skin loses water very rapidly because it's almost like you're going outside without your coat on, and now you're exposed to the elements. So the skin becomes more dehydrated, more dry, more fragile, and it's feeling discomfort and almost like a tightness. So again, the barrier function of the skin is very important, and it is aided by that water and a combination of oils that are in your skin. In depth, the skin also loses water, or it decreases, and it decreases in the deepest layers of the skin, and that is because it's a matter of aging and also insufficient water intake. It's very important that your clients be aware that they should be drinking a minimum of 8 glasses of water, and that is not including coffee or tea. So drinking enough water is extremely important, and of course the more mature you are, the more important it becomes. If you want to get rid of aging and wrinkles formation from accelerating, that is one key point to remember.
And also, wouldn't you say that losing moisture in depth in your skin is actually more detrimental than losing moisture on the surface of your skin? So if you lose moisture on the surface because you've been out in the wind or out in cold air, that obviously is not good for your skin. But when you lose it in depth, that's where you're losing that soft, plump pillowy look to your skin, and that's where your skin ages faster. So that's where you have the problem becomes aging when you're using it in depth.
Absolutely. The in-depth water is as important as on the surface, and definitely responsible for that aging process that occurs in the deeper layers.
And we're going to come back to that when we talk about some of the ingredients in this line, because a lot of the time something might feel moisturizing on the surface, but if it's not penetrating into the deeper layers, you might be fooled by that surface moisture into thinking that your skin is hydrated, when in fact you're not reaching the deeper layers, which is where you need to be addressing the problem and where the aging occurs.
And that is very true also of many products that are out there, and clients asking, well, what would be the reason why I would purchase a product like this to take home? What is the difference between this moisturizer and another moisturizer that they may have been using or are able to purchase? So the answer of Diego La Palma is moisturizing with Hyalu Plump. So this is a cellular biorevitalization and a multidimensional hydration. So once again, we need to be aware that the skin is a live organ, and it is responsible for keeping us, protecting us from the environment. And so when we talk about adding water to the skin, we're not just talking about a simple moisturizer, but we also want to make sure we increase the complete cellular biorevitalization of the skin. In other words, every single cell is connected to another cell. And if any one thing is deficient, it affects negatively the other cells. And therefore, when we talk about any products that you're going to insert inside your skin or moisturize, whether it's a moisturizer, an anti-aging product, whatever it is, it needs to act multidimensional, in other words, various layers, and for different actions and complete cellular biorevitalization. This is what Diego La Palma is always about. And so the hydrobalancing treatment is going to quench the skin's thirst, restore firmness and dehydrated skin and dry skin, undehydrated and dry skin. And this is all due to the active ingredients. Let's take a look at them. The first active ingredient we like to talk about is the 51+3 Hyalu complex. For those of you who have used Diego La Palma before or have attended any of our seminars, know that this is an exclusive active ingredient complex. It is consisting of 51 active ingredients plus 3 hyaluronic complexes, all with a multi-active biorevitalizing action. And this is what's going to restore the optimal level of vital elements essential for the cellular communication of the skin, which could counteract skin imperfections at different levels. So in other words, cellular communication is vital in order to keep your skin healthy. So when we're talking about moisturizing, aging, oiliness, etc., it doesn't matter. The point is cellular communication needs to be restored so that all cells work together as one unit, and that is how you get the best, healthiest skin. The 51+3 consists of 20 amino acids, 16 vitamins, 6 trace elements and minerals, 3 nucleic acids, 4 ceramides, 2 cellular osmoprotectors, and 3 hyaluronic acids. So all of those are what is already present in our skin. Unfortunately, as we age or as we're exposed to the elements or based on our DNA and genes, some of those ingredients that are naturally found in the skin start to become lacking, and we don't have a sufficient amount of them. And so it's very important to think of this almost like a daily supplement for your skin. Every day, if you use a product that has the 51+3, it's like giving your skin a boost of vitamins, proteins, amino acids, etc., etc.
Yeah, we like to think of it as being a nutritional supplement. So as long as you have this, your skin is going to have everything that it needs to operate optimally and in a healthy, balanced way. It's really important that you have all these ingredients in your skin before you do anything, before you go in with further active ingredients to get you those strong results. Because otherwise it would be like trying to exercise on an empty stomach or trying to run a marathon without eating. You need to give your body the fuel that it needs to be able to create the collagen and the elastin and the moisturizing factors and everything that your skin needs to create that beautiful skin. You need to make sure that you have those ingredients for your skin to be able to work optimally. And so the Hyalu complex gives you just that.
Now we come into the specific active ingredients in the line. So the star ingredient is the Hyalu 4 Plump. And this is the key molecule in the skin designed to protect the skin's water supply and is physiologically represented by the hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid is a very important ingredient in our skin. It has the extraordinary ability to bind and hold a large quantity of water, and it releases it gradually over time, depending on the skin's needs and at different depths. So this is the key ingredient in this line, the ability of the hyaluronic acid to hold large quantities of water, to release gradually over time, and depending on the skin's need, it will actually absorb it at different levels, at different times, and at different depths. The Hyalu 4 Plump, in the epidermis, it works by reducing the negative effects of that loss of water. So in other words, we know that on the surface we're losing water sometimes more rapidly than we should because we're in an environment where there is no moisture. And so your skin is trying to make up for that loss of moisture in the air and that dryness on the surface by releasing more water in the hopes of trying to counteract that dryness. What happens, of course, is that it just gets dry. And so for this reason, the Hyalu Plump is going to immediately release water on the surface. Whereas in the dermis, the deeper layers, it's going to act more like a cellular cementing substance. It's going to reinforce that layer so that it doesn't release too much water when it's not necessary to do so. And so it's going to make the skin more plump, more full. With the aging process, we also know that harmful action of the external agents, as well as just general incorrect lifestyle, can lead to the levels of hyaluronic acid being less and being produced less in the skin. And this makes the skin lose its hydration, its softness, and its elasticity. So the Hyalu Plump 4 is a calibrated complex of 4 different types of hyaluronic acids, each one of different sizes. They range in size from 3,000 to 10,000 DA. This is a measurement that measures the size of the molecule of the hyaluronic acid. We know that this has a very high transdermal absorption, so it's going to be quickly absorbed into the skin, highly safe, there's no cytotoxicity at all in this product, and it is also eco-certified. So in other words, it's an organic ingredient. Now, let's take a look at the high molecular weight hyaluronic acids. What do? Well, they're the ones that are going to stay on the surface. They're a little bit larger, and they're going to be on the surface because it's going to make the skin smooth and more protected and immediately give you that sense of satisfaction that your skin is hydrated. In the medium and low molecular weight hyaluronic acids, they're going to hold the water in the central areas of the epidermis. And this is where they're going to reinforce that barrier function so that the skin doesn't lose more water. And then we have the mini hyaluronic acid with very low molecular weight. This is a very highly penetrating capacity. It's able to promote regeneration at the deepest layers of the skin and stimulate the production of the new material which is needed to create more hyaluronic acid in our skin and has the filling and plumping action. This is the type that is also used for injections. So this mini hyaluronic acid with very low molecular weight is actually the key to why our product remains the best on the market in terms of ability to moisturize the skin, because it's not just giving you the surface or the medium, but it's actually, even just low, but it's giving you very, very low molecular weight, something that is important for your skin to really have that plumping action. And more importantly, we now know that when your skin has hyaluronic acid applied to it, it almost reacts as if, well, I don't need to make more. So it stops making hyaluronic acid on its own. But with the mini hyaluronic acid at the very low molecular weight, it stimulates that production of new materials that are responsible to create that new hyaluronic acid that you want your own skin to continue to make. And so I found that very interesting in this particular product.
It's also great because there are a lot of clients who might be asking you, do you have anything with hyaluronic acid? And so with this product line, you can answer, I have 4 different hyaluronic acids, not just one, we have 4 different types.
Now, the other ingredients in the line are also important because they're acting as the moisturizers, the oil component of the skin. Remember at the very beginning, I said the hydrolipid skin, the film of the skin is composed of water and oil. So the oils in the moisturizing line are argan oil. We all know argan oil is a very, very pure, by the way, all these oils are derived from vegetables, fruits, and they're all organic, eco-certified. Of the highest quality, they're cold pressed, they come from fair trade sources, and they contain the highest levels of omegas and vitamin E. So omegas are important because our body doesn't make them anymore as you get older, unfortunately. We need to get them from our diet. And so putting omegas back in your skin is very important. Argan oil, vitamin E, babasu oil, acai oil, carambi oil, also called abyssinica oil. These are very, very good, nourishing oils that are found in the line. Back to omegas, they need to be included in our diet as they're not produced by the body. They are the essential fatty acids that are part of every cell in our body, so you can imagine how important they are. And all the oils that we are using or seeing in the moisturizing line are rich in these omegas, essential fatty acids, that are very important for cell function, protection, and energy. They're also strong antioxidants that prevent aging and damage from pollution and sun. So that is why they're together with the moisturizing hyaluronic acids. So when you look at this line, you can almost see that it's not just a moisturizer, it's also an anti-aging, a plumping, and a nourishing for dry skin. So actions of the oils: antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, they increase the skin defense, they protect our cells, provide energy to our cells, they prevent aging. They're also antifungal and antibacterial. So maintaining a proper microbiome on the surface of the skin. They're emollient, they're softening, they're nourishing, they're healing. They're anti-inflammatory, they're anti-reddening. And they're also good for that reason for skins that are a little bit compromised with maybe psoriasis, eczema, or any type of dermatitis. So moisturizing for all ages, for all kinds of skin. A line for all ages, both young and mature, and different nourishment and intensity levels to meet every need.
And if I can just add one thing, what's interesting about this treatment is that often we kind of think of moisturizing as being just sort of an after effect, like a throwaway treatment you have to have because people have dry skin, but it's not really the star treatment the way your anti-aging treatments might be or your brightening treatments. But with this line, because it gives you that plumping action and it gives you so much more than just moisture, the moisturizing line doesn't have to be just an afterthought facial. This can actually be a really great facial that gives you a beautiful result and that anti-aging plumping action that so many clients are looking for at all different ages. So it's not just a facial just for young people because you just have it on the menu. It's a really great treatment.
Absolutely. And I would definitely say that in the winter months is when it's most required. But of course, at any time. So the professional treatment, it comprises of, it has a hydration action, a filling action, an anti-age, and a plumping action. The objective is to protect the correct hydration level of the skin. It's meant to slow down the appearance of wrinkles and signs of aging. It gives relief and comfort to that very dry, dehydrated skin, and it makes your skin hydrated, firm, vital, and young looking. It's from 25 years of age and plus, people who have dehydrated, dry, fragile skin with a feeling of discomfort, anyone who's prone to wrinkles, people who are affected by external agents, sun, wind, cold, air conditioning. And it's also the perfect treatment for those who are starting to show the first signs of wrinkles. The duration of the treatment is approximately 45 minutes. We recommend keeping your facials under an hour. We know that people are busy, and that's probably the ideal time to be spending in a clinic. So let's take a look at the professional products. What are they made of? The first one is a plumping Hyalu mask. This is the mask that is really amazing for especially those customers who've been out in cold elements, wind, sun. Maybe they've spent too much time outdoors, and even in an airplane, air conditioning. So it's a real oasis for dry skin. It has a texture almost like a serum. It feels really silky smooth, and it also has a little bit of an opalescent, almost like an opal look to it, which is kind of cool on the skin. And again, that's cool for your Instagrams and postings on your social media. So what are the active ingredients in the Hyalu plumping mask? So we have that 51+3 we talked about earlier. We have the Hyalu 4 plump, which are the 4 different types of hyaluronic acids. And then we have the N-acetylglucosamine, which stimulates the production of new hyaluronic acid, omega ceramidic complex, which is important to restore quickly that optimal level of hydration to the skin, vitamin E as an antioxidant, and abyssinian oil to make the skin soft and hydrated. Then we have the Hydro Replenishing Cream. This is the cream you're going to use at the end of the treatment. It's also excellent to have in your cabine for a pre-makeup moisturizing cream, especially when you have clients who maybe have a skin that's a little bit neglected. They haven't been keeping good skincare, and yet they've come in maybe for that wedding or special occasion, and you're having to put makeup on them. You want to restore their plumpness, their hydration, so the makeup goes on more smooth and looks better, of course. This is the ideal cream to use. So wonderful moisturizer. It again has all the same active ingredients we spoke of earlier, but this time we're including some shea butter in there, passion flower oil, and babasu oil, acai oil. Those are all wonderful hydrating and nourishing oils. And then we have a repair oil serum. Now this repair oil serum, it comes in little vials, and it's important for us to give you this option because so many are now doing treatments with microneedling, radio frequency, ultrasonic, and so it's very important to have a product that you know you can penetrate safely, that is completely sterile inside its individual vial, and so ideal for those customers, okay? The repair oil serum has a combination of omega ceramide serums, ingredients, and it is going to be more like an oil feeling rather than a gel feel to the skin. And of course, all the oils that we spoke of earlier are included in this wonderful serum. This is meant to be for professional use. However, I have had some clients ask me, can I sell these to my clients? Of course you can, especially when they're going through a really, really rough dry period. We have a very specific massage. It's called a plumping massage. It improves the tone of the skin. It helps to relax the skin at the same time, but it stimulates muscle activation, and it does naturally increase that epithelial hydration. This video is available on our website under training, and so you can partake in taking a look at that, and I think you'll find it very interesting as a massage. Now, the home care products. The home care products are essentially 4. There is the 24-hour Hydro Replenishing Cream for dry skin, and then there's one that is more intensive hydro plumping for very dry skin. So think of it this way: the 24-hour hydro replenishing cream is for most skins 25 and up, whereas the 24-hour intensive cream plumping cream is more for an aged skin, someone who has less oil, less water in their skin.
Someone who needs a really nourishing, like those clients who say to you, oh, the regular moisturizers, I don't get that moist feeling. They need that hydrated feeling. If they want something really strong, that's where the intensive hydro plumping cream would come in.
And generally speaking, that would be a more mature client. However, it can happen that sometimes younger people, 30, 40 years of age, inherited a very dry skin, and they might want this one as well. Okay, now the Plumping Hyalu mask is also available. This is a wonderful product to give to your clients to self-medicate at home with hydration. Of course, it comes in a smaller size, but it is the same as the professional. So it comes in a 50 ml tube, and the professional size comes in I believe, a 150 ml tube. The Reviva Hyalu gel for the eyes is another new product in the line. It's an eye contour, but it can also be used on the lips. And what I love about it is the fact that it has these little rollers that you can use to gently massage the area, and the client just simply needs to squeeze out the gel on the surface and then very gently roll around the eyes. Keeping in mind, please, that these need to be flat against the skin, because if you're not keeping it flat, then you're not utilizing the rolling method and you could scratch yourself, okay? So make sure that it is direct contact and then rolling around like this, all right?
We're going to go into each of the products a little bit more in depth now. So the 24-hour hydro replenishing cream, as we said, this is the for dry skins, not for very dry skins. So this one is hydrating and protective, and it's perfect for instantly quenching your skin's thirst. It also fights wrinkles caused by dehydration, and it has a silky, light texture that absorbs quickly for an instant feeling of relief. It's also, like the professional cream, it's an excellent pre-makeup moisturizing cream. So for clients who wear foundation every day, this is a great option for them. For active ingredients, we have the Hyalu Complex and the Hyalu for Plump. We also have shea butter, vitamin E, passion flower oil, which is elasticizing, hydrating, soothing, acai oil from acai berries. This is antioxidant, emollient, and regenerating. And we have babasu oil, which gives softness and hydration to the skin and prevents the appearance of wrinkles. So this is a great retail cream for anyone 25 plus. Then we have the 24-hour intensive hydro plumping cream. So this, as we mentioned, is for very dry skins. This is for anyone who needs that extra intense hydration, intense nourishment, and protection from external agents like cold, wind, and air conditioning. It has a really rich and melting buttery texture. It replenishes and deeply hydrates the skin, gives you instant feeling of relief. It smooths out wrinkles, and it contrasts the appearance of signs of aging. So this one also has the 51+3 Hyalu Complex, the Hyalu for Plump, and it has the Omega Ceramidic Complex, which restores the optimal level of skin lipids for elastic and resistant skin. We also have the N-acetylglucosamine. This is what is going to stimulate new production of your own hyaluronic acid. So this is why for some of those mature skins where your body has slowed down its own natural production of hyaluronic acid, this is a key ingredient because it's going to stimulate that production again. Then we have shea butter, vitamin E, passiflower oil, acai oil, and babasu oil. So a lot of those omega oils. Next, the eye contour reviving Hyalu gel that we were talking about. This is not just an eye cream, it's actually a multi-action concealer for the eye contour. So it's going to prevent and reduce signs of tiredness like bags and dark circles, as well as signs of aging. What's nice about this product is it gives relief to tired eyes because of smartphone use or using computer screens, which everybody is doing a lot more nowadays. You get a lot more, your eyes actually get exhausted from looking at a screen, which we're all doing so much more than we should be. It makes your eyes look a lot more tired. So this product is going to directly counteract that and give give relief to those tired eyes. It has a really bright and smoothing texture, so it feels really fresh and it absorbs quickly. And then with the tri-metal ball roll-on applicator, because you're applying it with a nice massage, you're also going to be reactivating the microcirculation in your eye contour, which is going to give you even better anti-aging and draining results. This one also has color correcting pigments. So in the cream, without the use of a concealer or without the use of a makeup, you are still going to be able to reduce the appearance of dark circles because of the pigments in the cream. So this is an amazing eye product. We have a video on our Instagram which shows a little demo of using this product. It's an amazing, amazing eye cream. Something that I would recommend for anyone who's going through a stressful period. Amazing product for anyone, like a mom with young kids who doesn't get a lot of sleep, anyone who's stressful or busy. This is a wonderful, wonderful product for them.
Yeah, it's a wonderful cream too for those who perhaps are not ready to go into an actual eye cream and they prefer, perhaps are a little bit more oily, or they have a problem with puffiness, younger, clients looking to prevent wrinkles. This is all good for us too. This is all good, and it's a great product to recommend.
And then we have the Plumping Hyalu mask. So this is the same mask as the professional treatment in a smaller size for your client to use at home. Again, this has a serum texture, instant restoring action. It immediately makes your skin feel soft, hydrated, fresh, and firm and plump again. This is wonderful to sell to any of your clients who might be spending a lot of time outdoors, any clients who are going through a particularly dry period, any clients who are traveling and therefore their skin would be dried out from too much travel. It's also, because it has that blue opalescent look, it's a really appealing mask. It's really easy to use, really foolproof, and looks really pretty on the skin. So masking is something that is so popular now. People are picking up masks everywhere. They're looking for ways to treat themselves at home. And this is an amazing option that's going to give them a really good result at a really good price point as well.
Yes, I really enjoyed using this. We were doing a trade show, the last trade show we did. And it's, I don't know if you've ever been to these places, but they're always so dry. And we both did one on each other. It was fun. Very, very nice. And your skin looks just beautiful the next day. So the results, as you know, or if you don't know, Diego de la Palma prides itself in making sure that everything we provide, they provide, has efficacy testing done to prove that it works. So they do these tests at the dermatological clinic at the University of Naples in Italy, and they do them at the dermatology clinic under dermatologist supervision. They work in vitro with instruments and on people. So this particular eye gel was specifically studied, and they found that 100% of the customers who used it found their skin to be plumper. 100%.
Sorry, you said the eye gel, but it's for all the products.
Oh, yes.
Daily use of all the products, not just the eye gel.
So they tested they tested it 4 professional sessions for 4 facials, daily use of a 24-hour cream, and 1 hyaluronic, and the 1 eye cream, eye contour product used as well, and a weekly application of the mask at home. So based on that, the values of the percentages are calculated. These are the results, okay? So there's some that are, when you see 1 star, it's instrumental tests, and when it's 2 stars, it's dermatological assessment. So 100% of the customers achieved plumper looking skin by instrument testing. So proof that it works. Reduction of fine wrinkles, dermatological testing, 95%. Increase in hydration, instrument testing, 80%. Increase in radiance, 75%. As you can see, these tests are pretty amazing. The results are even better. And then we now move on to the fragrance. There is a fragrance involved in these products. And I want to say a word about that because some clients say, well, my clients don't want fragrance. They say they're allergic to fragrance. And unfortunately, fragrances have received a bad reputation, mostly because those clients perhaps have been using products that are not of a pure, natural source. DDP, Dalla Palma, uses only fresh, natural fragrances. As you can see here, the top note in this one is blackcurrant lemon. The heart note, the base, medium note is peony, lily of the valley. And the base note is musk and vanilla. The reason why they chose this is because it's a citrus fruit blend, but it has a softness of sweetness of vanilla and musk. It appeals to most clients, and being a natural fragrance, it doesn't linger too long. So once you use it, you have that beautiful enveloping sense of fragrance, but then it quickly evaporates.
And all these scents are developed by fragrance specialists like you would have working for the great perfumeries. That's how Dalla Palma creates these scents. So they're all developed with a sense of wellness and general like aromatherapy wellness in mind to give just a really beautiful, relaxing moment to your client while they're first applying the cream. And then, like we said, the scent dissipates afterwards. It's not that you're going to be smelling it all day. And another note that I'd like to say is that there's a big difference between a natural fragrance, like we're seeing here, and a synthetic scent. A lot of the time when people say that they're bothered by scent, it's because we are so used to getting synthetic fragrance everywhere. A lot of the cheaper creams or hand creams or soaps or candles, these are all fragranced with synthetic fragrance. Even a lot of perfumes, unless you're using the higher end perfumes, they're using synthetic fragrance. Those synthetic fragrances don't dissipate, and they also are the ones that tend to cause irritation or an allergic reaction. Meanwhile, if you're using a natural scent can be very strong, but it will dissipate and it doesn't leave any irritation or allergy. The way that I always like to think of it is that one of the strongest scents is when you cut into a fresh orange. I think we can all imagine cutting into a fresh tangerine or a fresh orange that has that strong citrus burst of scent, and it's a delicious scent, and then it dissipates. And nobody's really bothered by that scent because it's a natural fragrance. You smell it, it's beautiful, and then it's gone. And that's what's happening with these fragrances. So your client will smell the fragrance right away, and then it dissipates. And the other thing we should note is that sometimes people ask us, why don't you just add no fragrance? I want a cream that has absolutely no scent. But because we are using a lot of organic sourced ingredients, all of the oils that we mentioned, those all have a natural scent to them. So it is important that you add some fragrance on top, because a lot of the time the natural scent of those things is just not very pleasant, or it wouldn't be relaxing. So you do need a little bit of a fragrance added.
Absolutely. Actually, the cosmetic industry has done multiple tests throughout the world and found that most people still prefer a product to have some scent versus zero scent. Otherwise, they would have stopped a long time ago.
I think at the end of the day, that's also what separates the spa industry from medicine. When you're using a medicated cream, they don't really have scent, and they come in those ugly plain bottles, and it's not a very pleasant experience. Whereas I know when I reach for my Dalla Palma moisturizer in the morning, I look at a beautiful bottle on my counter. It feels amazing on my skin. It smells delicious. It's like a little moment at the spa that I have at home every day. And that's what we're trying to recreate with our clients.
So the communication for social media, very important today, more than ever in this time of pandemic. This is one image that you can download from our website, right?
Yes. Yeah,
and you can use it for your social media, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Here's your window display. This is the one that's actually right behind us right now. It shows the reduction of wrinkles, hydration, radiance, plumper skin, so results available right there. We also have cream samples. You can ask for those every time you place your order. And that ends our presentation.
That ends the presentation on the moisturizing segment. Now we're going to take a few minutes to talk about skincare business during COVID. I'm sure this is something that's been on your minds, like it's on our minds every day. What is the industry going to look like when quarantining times are over? How are we going to get through this? So we want to talk a little bit about how you can keep your businesses running if we're supposed to be social distancing. Now, before I get into this, I want to mention that we are planning a webinar shortly, so please look out for it, that will be all about what to do when we get back from quarantine. What are we going to be able to do when we get back into our businesses and we're back to offering treatments? How can we offer our clients the confidence that they're going to be safe, and how can you offer yourself the confidence that you're going to be safe going into work every day? So we are planning a seminar where you will be able to be certified as a safe spa by following certain practices. We're looking at a variety of different PPE, personal protective equipment that you'll be able to use in your spa environment, and different sanitation and disinfection protocols that you will be able to offer to make sure that your environment is as safe as possible. So we're going to be advertising that shortly. It's going to be a great seminar, another webinar like this one, and you'll be able to get a certification so that you can advertise to your clients that you are certified as a safe spa environment and a safe place for them to go after the quarantine is over. So please look out for that. In the meantime, while we cannot be working on clients, we can't be doing treatments, now is a great time to shift your business to focus on retail. We don't know what the industry is going to look like when people come back, but we know that right now a lot of people are at home bored and they're interested in doing treatments at home. They're looking for something to do to keep their skincare up. And so now would be a great time to focus on selling them things like specialty masks. Maybe clients who haven't used masks before would be interested in something like the Hyalu Plump mask that we showed today. It's easy to use, you don't have to have a lot of skincare knowledge or expertise, and it's a great product to use at home. It's also a great time to offer them serums or anything that's a more involved treatment that they usually wouldn't have time to do. Maybe your clients never did eye cream before because they were just too busy. Now would be a great time to offer something like this eye cream where they can give themselves a little massage at home. The other important point is that selling online doesn't need to be sophisticated. So even if you don't have a fancy online store, you can take orders by email, you can take orders by phone, you can even take orders by message over Facebook or Instagram, and you can have your clients pay you by e-transfer. If you don't have shipping set up, curbside pickup or a personal drop-off is a great option and a good way to get people to have an incentive to come buy from you. Another product that I wanted to mention, since we were just talking about the moisturizing segment, is that we still have these kits. This is the moisturizing kit available from Dalla, Palma. I'm going to hold that up so you can see. This is a great kit to offer for people to do a little spa day at home. So that it comes with the 24-hour hydro replenishing cream, the reviving Hyalu gel for eye contour, and it comes with a free, beautiful little cosmetic bag. So all the products are stored in this beautiful little bag. So that's something that is a really nice product, easy to ship, easy to pick up, and the guesswork is done for you because this product is great for everyone. The other thing is that you need to make sure you communicate that you're selling. So don't be afraid to blast your clients with email, social media, on your website. Make sure that your clients know that you're available so that they aren't running out to the drugstore and picking up a moisturizer because their cream has run out and they thought that you were closed. Finally, you need to get creative about your business. Put together bundles of products or care packs so that they can order it for themselves. So for example, this pack is already done for you, but maybe you can put something together for your clients. If you order one of these, then you get a free nail polish included if you have extra product in stock. Another item that's great that we carry are these little cleansing brushes. So we recently ran a promotion. If any of you still have these in stock, if you were buying our anti-pollution serum, you were getting this little cleansing brush for free. So now's the time to kind of open up your cupboard, see what sort of marketing materials you've been given, and package them together. Just want to give you a note on this. It's called the dual oxygen brush. So it's a dual-sided brush. This has a really soft fibers with soft bristles enriched with carbon. So this is for cleansing the skin. It gently removes and feels really, really pleasant when you use it on the skin. And on the blue side would be a scrubbing action to deeply remove dead cells and impurities. So you get, that's why it's the dual action. This is a great little tool that if you were to buy it online or to order anywhere would easily run you 20 bucks. So to give this for free as an added value to your clients is something that's nice and it's special, and it reminds them why they should be supporting a business like yours and coming to you instead of just ordering off a cosmetic website. Two other points we wanted to mention. Virtual consultations are a great idea during this time. So if you have clients who you've been seeing regularly, or even new clients, you can offer using Skype, Zoom, WhatsApp, FaceTime, or any of the free virtual apps. You can have a free meeting with your clients to do a quick consultation, to recommend what products they could use, and to give them a personalized demo on how to use the products. I think we sometimes take for granted that clients know how to use products, but sometimes even something like just getting a demo on how to apply your eye cream, how to use that, the Hyalu gel eye cream, showing them how to do it over Skype. That's that personal touch that they're gonna get from you that they wouldn't get if they were just ordering from a website or just picking up at the drugstore. And now's also a great time to suggest a treatment plan. So maybe now you suggest to them, okay, well, we have this moisturizing kit. This has everything that you're gonna need. But when I come back, I'd really love to get you in for this intense series of treatments with microdermabrasion and with laser or whatever great technologies you have at your disposal. I think when we open up, people are going to be really itching to do some of those intensive treatments that they weren't able to do at home. So make sure that you stay top of mind for your clients and don't forget to suggest them those things. And finally, stay connected on social media. Social media is huge for getting your message out for free. This is something that unfortunately I think a lot of people are not using to their full advantage. And now, while you're closed, is a great time to really beef up your social media profile. You can go to our site and we have lots of images that you can use as well as videos, and you can use all of this material for free to advertise your skincare business. So please make sure you're doing that. You can also do your own content easily for free and pretty quickly. You can give demos of your products. You can educate your clients in your posts about what your skincare does and why it's better than drugstore brands. And you could even do an Instagram or Facebook Live question and answer session to talk to them about any of their skincare questions that they might have. I know at least with some people that I know, some of my social group, they've been doing a lot of research online about skincare because people are at home and they're trying to think of new treatments that they can do and what kinds of things they can have done when the pandemic is over. So now is a great time to take advantage of that captive audience, people bored at home wanting to learn, and you can position yourself as an expert so that when you open, they can come back to you. So that's everything for our presentation. We are going to go now into the questions. So we have a few questions here in the chat. Oh, hello, Marvis. Hi. We have a lot of products that use hyaluronic acid. Can the quality and performance of hyaluronic acid vary, or are they all the same? So yes, the quality varies greatly with hyaluronic acid. Just like any other cosmetic ingredient, we all know that you can get a vitamin C cream that's worth $2, or you can get a vitamin C cream for $200, and they have a wide range. The same thing happens with hyaluronic acid. A lot of the inferior products with hyaluronic acid only have one size of hyaluronic acid, so it's only going to be on the surface. You're not going to get the in-depth hydration. So with this product, you have the 4 layers of, or the 4 levels of hyaluronic acid that are going to go in, penetrate into the deepest layers of the skin. And that is what is going to separate this product from all the other ones on the market. In the plumping mask, the ingredients make the color blue. Is it beneficial for the skin? That's a good question. I know that some of the products are the color correcting pigments like you see in the eye contour cream, which remain on the skin. And some of it I think might come from one of the ingredients.
It is, it's the opalescent, it's the same one. The same color perfecting, pigment correcting pigments, yes.
And a lot of the time that also helps because it gives you that instant, when you remove the mask, you have that instant result, that instant glow that people want. So they don't have to wait for the products to be working in depth. Right away, they're going to have that beautiful glow.
Everything that DDP uses that has always that dual action. So not only is it beneficial for the correction of the pigments, but it's also nourishing, hydrating, moisturizing, etc.
So we have another question. How much does the gift set wholesale cost retail for? You know what? I don't know that price off the top of my head.
I have it here.
You have it in here. Typically, we would say you double whatever you pay. So you know what? Maybe we shouldn't talk about pricing because this is going to go online, so we don't want to have prices available.
Yeah.
But if you go to our website, just because we don't know if any.
But it is on sale right now.
The product is on sale, so you can just double whatever your cost is. And if you still have questions about that, you can email afterwards, and I'd be happy to talk to you about pricing. From time to time, I have clients who brought their teenage daughters in for a treatment. Which DDP products are good and safe for a teenager without acne or other major skin issues? I would say this is a great one for anyone, for any teens.
Teenagers have, depending on their skin, if they have absolutely zero problems with blemishes, then I would say this moisturizer could work. However, I would say probably the Cica cream, I think we spoke about that last week, is a better option for young teen. Or the purifying line, and they have a moisturizer that even though it's in the purifying line segment, it's okay for a teenager to use because that trigger is always there at their age where they could, you know, at any time come out with a blemish. So either the Cica cream or the purifying cream, SPF 15 moisturizer, that would be great for a teenager. There's a question from Jessica. Yes, we will do Icon next week. Very good.
Yeah, we'll be doing it the same day, same time. So Wednesdays, 1 p.m. You can look out for our skin.
That was exactly what we had in mind to do. And then after that, we're going to do white light. And then what else is left?
Well, we need to figure out when we're going to do our pandemic protocol.
Oh, and the pandemic protocol. Yeah, that's right. We need to do that one as soon as possible too. But that won't be very long. That will only be like maybe half an hour.
Yeah, that's going to be a quicker one. Okay, so I think those are all the questions.
So thank you very much, ladies, for joining us. And we hope to see you next week.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.